Hello, I have a lesson for you. It's going to help you in your songwriting and also in learning songs. In this lesson, what I'm going to show you is the chords, the diatonic chords in every key. All you got to do is learn them in one and you'll understand them, you'll find them in other keys. So the first thing we're going to do is if you haven't already learned how to find all the notes along the neck, you're going to have to go back to my other lesson that for the absolute beginner. It shows you the alphabet of music and how to find every note on the neck. Okay, go back to that, get that under your belt, and when you get a chance, come back to this lesson, and I'm going to show you how to play, how to find all the chords in every key. Okay. All right. The first thing to do this, you're going to have to know the major scale. Okay. I'm not asking you to learn, you know, the entire scale along the entire neck and all that stuff. You're not going to have to, you know, all that stuff. Just the at least the 7 notes, the first 7 notes, starting at the root. Okay. Now, if you studied my last lesson, you'll know that this note here is G. Okay. It's the 3rd note on the fat string. It's G, the first one. Okay. Now, this is the major scale. All right. I'm going to put it up, but I have a picture of it. You'll be able to see it. Okay. I want you to, if you have to pause it on the pause the video and copy that and learn that scale, do it, because you're going to need it. Incidentally, what this is here, it's this is the fat string here going to the thinner strings. Okay, so this here would be the low E string, then the A, and the D, G, B, and E. In other words, it would be this. It's like looking at the guitar like that. It's like looking at that. See? Fat string, next fat string, etc., etc. E, A, D, G, B, E. So that's the graph. That's what it's supposed to be. Now, the darker notes are the root notes, okay? And the other notes are just other notes in the scale. We're going to concentrate on the first 7 notes. Okay, so that will be from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and how that looks on the guitar is like this. If we're going to play in the key of G, the first note, which is darker, and it's dark, filled out, darker note, is going to be the G. Why? Because E, F, G, that's a G note. So we play it like this. Okay, and each note in the major scale, which there are actually only 7 notes, they just repeat. Each note is accompanied by a number. Okay, the first note, which would be the root note, would be the 1. 1. Okay, the second note would be the 2. So it would go 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2. If you guys remember the old do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the next note here would be just the octave, so we don't need to learn anything more for this lesson from there on. Just these first 7 notes. Okay. Now, you can also play that lengthwise on one string, etc., etc. Okay, and that's how this is going to go. Check it out. Okay, the 1 note is always going to be the root note, the G, and that is a major chord, G. You might know it like this, in open position. Sorry, I'm out of tune there. Okay, you might know it like this. I'm going to ask you to learn these too. Okay, these are bar chords. Okay. For this lesson, it's going to help. Please allow me to clear this up a little bit better for you. Okay, we're in the key of G. Okay, you know the major scale now. 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, those are the notes. All right. The first note would be G. First note is major chord. First note is G, major. The second note is always going to be minor. Okay, in this case, in the key of G, it's A minor. The next one, let me see. That's a B note. And that's the third note. The B note is the third note, and the third is always minor. Okay, B minor. What's the fourth note? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a C note. And the fourth note is always major. C is the fourth note in the key of G in the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a C. So C major. The next note is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that is also a major. Okay? The next note would be, that would be 6, and that would be E. And E, the 6 in the key of G, is minor. Okay? So the first note, first chord, major. Second note, second chord, minor. Third note, third chord, minor. Fourth note, fourth chord, major. Fifth note, 5 chord, major. Sixth note, minor. Okay? So in any key, using this system, you can find the diatonic chords, which is going to help you a lot as far as like learning songs and writing songs, because you know that all those chords are going to be appropriate. They're going to sound right because they're all connected to the major scale in that key. So again, let's do the key of G again. Okay, we have G major. The first one is a major. Okay, and then the second chord, which is built on the second note of the major scale, would be, in the key of G, would be A. So A is a minor. Okay, so 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major. Okay, let's work on those. G, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, and then E minor. There's more to this, but let's work on just this for now. Okay, so that's cool. We have the key of G mapped out pretty much. We know that the first note is your major chord. The second note, chord that's built on a second note, is the minor. Another minor, a major, and a minor. So it's always going to be major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Okay, no matter what key you're in. So let's say that we go to another key. Okay, just to drive this home. Again, each chord is built on the notes of the major scale in that key. Okay, so we know G. Okay, each one of those notes has an accompanying chord. Okay, the first one again. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E major, minor, sorry, and back to G. Now you can already probably hear that those chords really go well together. Like you can just using this, you can create vamps and songs right there. You don't even have to start on the first chord just because it's in the key of G. Let's say in this case, the key of G. You don't have to start on the G. You can start, say, on the Let's start on the B minor, okay? Now all I was doing there was going the third minor, the second minor, and the 1. Okay? The 4 and the 5 chord are going to be major, so you can... I mean, how many songs have you heard that sound like this? Okay, now another thing that I should let you know about, because you will see this, these notes of the major scale and the chords that accompany it. Okay, the 1 is going to look like the letter I, and that's a Roman numeral 1, and it's going to be a capital letter. Okay, and that's the capital letter is to signify, or in this case, it's a Roman numeral. The capital Roman numeral 1 is the 1 major, okay? And then if you see two small I's with the little dot on top, 2 of them, that would be minor 2, okay? If you see 3 I's with the little dots, 1, 2, 3 with the little dots on top, that means minor 3, which you know already because you've been working with me on this, okay? The 4 would be a Roman numeral 4, large capital. Okay, the 5, etc., etc. So the major will be uppercase, the minors would be lowercase numbering in the Roman numeral system. Okay, just so you know, if you see a chord progression like that, you'll understand what it means. I hope that you guys get this. I hope I was clear. It's not an easy thing to learn when you're first starting out, but this is going to really help you out if you learn that scale, you learn the notes, and you follow that system. Okay. You will know, okay? And that's it. All right, practice, practice, practice. If you want to be a professional guitar player or a musician, anything, you really have to practice a lot. The bar has been raised and raised and raised.